trees as dark clouds gathered in the moonless night sky. Lightning split the heavens, casting eerie shadows across the desolate landscape. The house on Haunted Hill stood alone, a sinister silhouette against the stormy backdrop. It was a place that locals whispered about in hushed tones, a place that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to speak its name. Legend had it that the house was cursed, built on an ancient burial ground by a madman who dabbled in the dark arts. It had been abandoned for decades, a decaying relic of a bygone era. No one had lived there since the last family fled in terror, leaving behind their possessions as if they had been chased away by malevolent spirits. A group of thrill seekers had heard the stories and decided to spend a night in the house to prove their bravery. They gathered at the foot of the hill, their flashlights cutting through the thick fog that clung to the ground like a ghostly shroud. The leader of the group, a man named Alex, was determined to uncover the truth behind the legends. Lisa whispered,
"Are we really going through with this?"
her voice trembling with fear. Alex nodded, his face illuminated by the eerie glow of his flashlight.
"We've come this far, Lisa. We can't turn back now."
With that, they began the treacherous climb up the hill, the gnarled branches of the surrounding trees reaching out as if to snatch them away. The closer they got to the house, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. The air grew cold, and strange sounds echoed through the darkness. As they entered the house, the group's flashlights revealed a scene of utter decay. The wallpaper was peeling, the floorboards creaked underfoot, and dust-covered furniture lay scattered about. Cobwebs hung from every corner, and the walls seemed to whisper secrets to those who dared to listen. The group decided to split up, each taking a different room to explore. Alex and Lisa ventured into the dimly lit dining room, their flashlights flickering as if struggling against an unseen force. As they moved further into the room, they were overcome by a chilling sensation, as if they were being watched by unseen eyes. Suddenly, the dining room table began to shake violently, sending plates and silverware crashing to the floor. Alex and Lisa screamed and stumbled backward, their hearts pounding in their chests. They rushed out of the room, only to find that the rest of the group had experienced similar disturbances in their assigned rooms. Panic set in as they regrouped in the hallway. Lisa shouted,
"We need to get out of here!"
her voice quivering with terror. But as they made their way toward the front door, it slammed shut with a deafening thud, trapping them inside. The group's flashlights flickered and died, plunging them into pitch darkness. The air grew heavy with an otherworldly presence, and the sound of disembodied whispers filled the air. In the darkness, they could feel something cold and clammy brush against their skin. The house itself seemed to come alive, its walls closing in around them. Panic turned to hysteria as they realized they were not alone. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and ghostly figures materialized before their eyes. As the night wore on, the group was tormented by malevolent spirits, their minds and bodies pushed to the brink of madness. The house on Haunted Hill had claimed them, its dark secrets and vengeful spirits exacting a terrible toll. The following morning, a passerby noticed the group's cars parked at the foot of the hill and decided to investigate. What they found inside the house was a scene of unspeakable horror. The group members were gone, their belongings strewn about, and the house itself seemed to have absorbed their very souls. The legend of the house on Haunted Hill grew even darker, and no one dared to venture near it again. It stood as a grim reminder that some places are best left undisturbed, for there are things in this world that defy explanation and should never be awakened from their slumber.